You got a woman in love with you, ready to like sacrifice her whole life, but for what? Like, my nigga, you don't even know who you are yet.
Okay, I'm not sure how smooth this is going to be, but I wanted to talk about something. So somebody got the shoebox. So I want to talk about something. I definitely feel like it's from my perspective, so I'm okay with saying that. This is a story about me. This is my story. This is how I grew up viewing things, you know? But I think it's crazy. Like as a kid, you know what I'm saying? It's like you know, a child grew into a man and learned a lesson. Or it's kind of like one of those kind of situations. So I want to say, like, for myself, like my kid self, like when it comes to like seeing love, and I know a lot of other young, you know, young black souls feel the same way, or could possibly have the same story, I guess, in a sense. So it's like, you know, I was a kid, of course. As a kid, I didn't see my mom happy. So that's what I'm trying to keep this video straightforward and as short as possible. I didn't really see my mother happy. I seen her with someone, and majority of the time, it was like fake smiles to me. Like, and I'm not saying it was hard to watch, but I noticed it and I picked up on it extremely fast. And, you know, as an adult, that let me know, like, you know what I mean? Like how I view women now, that let me know that women, like, you might not be doing what you're supposed to do, but if she cares about you, like, she's gonna do everything in her, you know, in her power, like literally her life force, she gonna give it to you. Like, that's how much she probably care about you. You feel me? And it's just like, it ain't really nothing you can do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Either you on your grind or you not. And, you know, in this particular situation, you know, the reason why I can say it like this, because I feel like I picked up on some of these habits and I had to like unlearn them, right? So, you know, a lot of excuses, like, and still to this day, that's what I'm saying, it's kind of hard to watch, because it's like, okay, that's what I'm like. So for me, I'm not into the, you know what I mean, like, it hurts me using excuses if I can just get the shit done. So it's like, you know, when you hear a man like making excuses for everything, or it's like 1,000 reasons why you can't go out and get a regular job, and 1,000 reasons why this, and 1,000 reasons why that, like, you know, we see it in today's world. Women is the one that's like, man, fuck that, I got it. Let's go. I got, you know, we straight, right? And it's just like, I seen my mom do so much and say so little. And I really feel like it's because she wasn't trying to hurt this nigga's feelings. Like, that's just genuinely how I feel that she was carrying herself. She was a very strong-willed person. I don't feel like my mom deserved to have to be as strong as she was, in a sense. Like, and that's why I'm just like, you know, you don't point blame, and it's just like, all right, like, this, I don't, you know, it's funny because it's like, I don't care, like, you know what I mean? Like, people be like, back in the day, woo de woo. I don't give a fuck that this nigga had a Jerry curl. He lost all his hair. I don't care. Talking about a Jerry curl. The nigga ain't fly no more. Then they want to talk about niggas being drug dealers and stuff like they was actually slanging weight. And it's like, my nigga, you had like 3 strains of weed. And your ass is, you know what I'm saying, you started doing that shit back in what? And you still ain't got nothing to show for it. How you a part-time drug dealer? I'm just talking shit. But you know what I'm saying? But people be trying to make it seem like they doing so well, smooth, better than you, but at the end of the day, they not. That's what I'm saying. Like, so as a young man, for me in this situation, my little story that I'm talking about, I have to make sure that I put in the work to make sure I don't end up like one of these old head ass niggas that's like 50 something and complaining about everything. But I'll be right back. Gotta drop the baby off, and then we'll get back to it. I guess I'll get into it. You know, we waiting for the teachers to show up. They ain't showed up yet. So, I gotta say, like, I didn't see my mom, like, in genuine love. Like, I feel like that's a extremely big deal. And it's like, I feel like when I talked about my dad, you know, my dad, he wasn't necessarily there. He was unable to get to me. So it's like, I feel like I would talk about my dad, and like, the nigga to get the man to get jealous, like you don't, it's my dad. And I'm just like, he incarcerated. He was trying to make sure his family was good. And then I got this man beating my ass because my father in prison. So it's like, I'm talking about my dad now. He having like a salty attitude because like you ain't on your shit. Like, Dad. Okay, baby dropped off. So like I said, yeah, like, I don't know where I started off, but it became very interesting because I was unable to see like the happiness out of my mom. And like, as a kid, you want to give your mom some happiness if you're able to, whether it's coming from you, however you can do it. As a young man, you trying to figure out how to make sure your mom is good. The crazy thing is, I never saw my mom like hurtful cry. And if I did, I promise you I don't remember. But the things I do remember, like, help me never put myself in a position to like hurt a woman. Like I said, I might have absorbed some bad traits from a man that in my view wasn't supposed to be fucking pause, but wasn't supposed to be messing with women anyway. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of us niggas out here. I could toss myself in that category too from a young age, until I found understanding. But a lot of us just slanging wood and don't know what the fuck.
You got a woman in love with you, ready to like sacrifice her whole life, but for what? Like, my nigga, you don't even know who you are yet.
I was like, now you to open up this woman and she want to be a wife and she want to love you, and you don't even know how. You don't even know how to keep yourself under control. You know what I mean? Like, so as a father can teach a son, like, hey, this is how you're supposed to respect women. This is how you're supposed to carry the woo-de-woo. These is the hoes. These is the bitches. And these is the women that could be wives. You feel me? Like, somewhere that was missing. So then it's like, now you got your, now you got your son dealing with ratchets, or dealing with whatever that you think he shouldn't be dealing with. You feel me? Like, that was like, it can get rough. It can get rough. And it's like, having daughters, and then, I noticed the way I carry myself, and I'm actually proud of myself. That's crazy. Like, I can say I'm proud of the younger me for how I handle situations with women, with all my trauma, with all the shit that I've been through. And I never try to put that on anybody else. So it's like, young black man, traumatized, never seen never seen love. The crazy thing is my grandma, my grandma, my grandpa, they was married. But I noticed at the times I've heard a couple black, black leaders in my, I would say black leaders, I heard them say something crazy, and it was like, so let's forget about the black leader comment. But, seeing my grandma and seeing my grandpa, and I don't feel like it was like happiness. Like I said, I remember it now. It was a black leader. He was commenting on how black families, like, back in the day, it wasn't like, marriage was never for love. It was a business relationship. So if you ended up being like really close best friends in love, like for eternity or for however long you lived, then it was like, oh, gravy. You feel me? But it was like now, you know what I'm saying? Like we're literally okay with creating kids and then discarding the other person like they're not needed and they're not half of the DNA up in this child, to where, you know what I'm saying? Like, this kid is gonna be so confused. I was fucked up for so long. And it's crazy. This is why I talk about being single, staying single as a father. You know what I mean? And just focus on the mental aspect of my girls. It's because, like, I'm a prime example of niggas not giving a fuck about the child just for some pussy. I wasn't a bad kid, bro. I was a hurt kid. I was not a bad kid. I didn't like authority. That's what I'm saying. I was getting beat before I even understood what the shit meant. How I'm supposed to know I'm doing something wrong? This is why I was a lone child, to myself, playing my video games, creating my own world, talking to my own imaginary friends. And this video is just supposed to be about literally me as a young black boy not seeing love from, black families. And now me being grown, that's what I'm saying. I could finish it like this. Now me being grown, like, or, throughout my life as I was growing up, like while I was, 16, 17, 18, when I was like heavily trying to find myself, it's like I see beautiful families in every other race. No comment. Know what I'm saying? I'm not here to make a statement about nothing. I'm here to express what I've been seeing. I see marriages. I don't give a fuck how long they are. That's not the point. I see marriages in every other race, every other mix, and the fewest that I see in real life is black. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's all about perception, how you see things, how you view it. So it's not something like, I'm just saying, for me, I'm around a lot of beautiful families of every race, including black. I just don't like the fact that that's the fewest that I see. Does that make sense? Not hating, not knocking. I'm just saying it's the fewest that I see. So then that's what I'm saying. So I know this for a fact too. When black men come out and say, she don't have to be black, then it's an issue. That's what I'm saying. At the same time, pussy open up for them, then it's an issue with black women. You feel me? Like, it's so weird. And it's like, every man doesn't have the ability to do that, but it's just like, nah, respectfully, like, if you can find you a woman that loves you and will cater to you and make sure you good, and in turn you respect her and you okay with rocking with this woman, bro, that's what I'm saying. It don't matter what color she is. Like, we really about to sit here and do that? That's what I'm saying. That's 3D. That's 3D. I can't even go there like that no more. But the simple fact is, like, I just, I see my black kids and I'm just like, I just want them to look like me. That's all. That's the main thing that I be thinking about. I just want my kids to look like me. But a little rant. I apologize, but much love. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, and subscribe. If I said anything that you like, you already know to get down. All right.